There's a great story that we used to hear, and we actually turned this into a little kind of drama. We'd go around universities and do about the genie in the bottle.
Go on.
You know,
Aladdin's lamp. Sort of
it was like Aladdin's lamp. You know, the genie comes out of the lamp and says, "All right, give me something to do. I'm going to have something to do. You know, if I don't have something to do, I'm going to kind of cause trouble.
Something.
You know, I'm going to kill someone. You know." So they say, "All right, well, go and you know, clean all the windows and sort everything out. You know," and you know. He comes back, done it. God, that should have taken you ages. No, I'm a genie, I do things quick. All right, well, go and tidy up all the leaves in the kingdom, you know. But Genie says, look, if you don't give me something really good, you know, that's going to engage me, I'm going to get very upset. Okay, goes off, cleans up the leaves, comes back, I need more to do. And, you know, the poor king and his ministers are kind of wondering, what am I going to get this genie to do? You know, we've given him all the jobs, can't think of anything. So then they kind of, in the story, they kind of get him doing mantra meditation, because that gives him something to do which can never be ultimately finished, because it always just takes you to higher planes, and, you know, pacified the poor genie so he wasn't causing any mischief. So ultimately the mind needs to be engaged in something that lifts it higher. And it's also it has to be something that it enjoys doing. It can't be something that is enforced, because the mind will ultimately go where it's attracted to going. Now, it takes a little time to change what it naturally becomes attached and attracted to.
You see, I would say that that's where the mind needs to be aligned with the soul.
Exactly.
You know,
I think that's a good way of putting it.
That's what is missing.
Yes.
You know, it's like this workshop I'm giving, Living in the Heart, right? The basic premise about this, okay, is getting out of the mind and getting into your heart. Now, the heart is a metaphor, but it's a metaphor on many levels. It's the heart of you, in other words, it's the essence of you. But it's your heart in terms of, what does your heart want? It's not, let's forget what the mind would like to have based on past conditioning. Because think of it this way, remember what people like Toller say, the mind can only exist in terms of the past and the future. The mind can't exist in the now. The mind's raison d'etre is the past and the future. Everything is either what was or what may be, or what will be, in that sense. And you know, that makes absolute sense. And so, you know, the key for me is that it must be aligned with, you know, our true essence, whatever you call it, our soul purpose, whatever you call it. I mean, we could go through many things, go back to Dharma and all the rest of it. So, but it's that element, right? So what I'm saying is to give the mind of itself, right? I think the genie is a fantastic metaphor, I'll come back to that. The mind of itself, to give the mind, if you like, a bigger purpose is not enough, because to give it that bigger purpose has got to come from somewhere that is really, that you are totally true and in touch with.
But that's exactly.
That's why a lot of people don't. That's why affirmations don't work. You see, this is what I understand. You know, people write out affirmations. I want to be this, that, and the other, and they give no thought whatsoever to whether that's what really what they want. Exactly. So you know.
But you're absolutely right. The mind can only be controlled. You know, you're bringing it to heel. Therefore, you need to understand who you are, what you want, and what you know, what you want of your mind.
Absolutely.
You have to be crystal clear.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, the mind will set the agenda.
And it's more than that. So you've got to bypass the mind to get to that place where if you like, your truth, your essence, if you like, then it's like the rose again. It blossoms, the petals come out, and you say, right, now this is me. This is what I really want. Now, mind, you get to work. Exactly. You give the mind the task when you've got to your inner truth first. I think this is where a lot of us make a mistake, including me. You know, you think, you know, we use the mind to get what we want because this is what we think we want. We're conditioned to believe we want, and that's what the mind would like us to want, because it wants us to be safe and secure because of, you know, what happened when we were a child and all the rest of it, all the emotions and so on and so forth. Okay, and that's how it works. But until we get in here, until we really get inside where we are, you know, until we get into our deepest place.
Yeah. And that's what you're absolutely right, that in almost to get to that deepest place we have to bypass the mind, which is why we kind of, again, back to meditation, which is a process of almost, you know, it is a process of bypassing the mind. In one sense, you have to kind of ask the mind to be quiet. You know, it's like having a screaming child when you're trying to kind of think, you know. So, or back to the barking dog, no, quiet. Shh, shh, shh,
Yeah, yeah.
so that we're actually tuning into something which goes beyond what the mind can actually provide for us.
Yeah, totally.
Because although the mind, as we said, with access to the universal mind, there's incredible knowledge and wisdom out there. However, in order to actually understand who we are as spiritual beings beyond the range of the material world, we actually have to bypass everything that's in the material world.
Totally.
In order to kind of access that insight.
Yeah.
And once we have a glimpse of that insight, then
then we can get to work.
We can get to work and say, I think I know, mind, what I want you to do for me now.
Absolutely. Now you can do it in a way that is congruent, as I said, aligned with the heart, aligned with your soul, and everything flows. That's what I see. And that's mind, body, and spirit working in harmony. Think of it that way.
It is. But it's ultimately coming from the position of the spirit being actually in tune with its spiritual essence.
The spirit being in
and
charge.
not being in charge, and not allowing its understanding of itself to be defined by anything on the bodily or even the mental platform.
Correct.